Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for coming on this beautiful, sunny Saturday afternoon. My name is Chantel Thompson. I'll be emceeing for you. I'm really honored to be here on such an important and wonderful occasion. I love the Righ Center. They've been so wonderful to me, and they've helped so many people. And there's great people in the room right now, so I'm thrilled to be here. I just wanted to share with you a quick story about my relationship with the band Righ before we get going. I understand some of the challenges involved in getting to this place. I was lucky to receive the Kay Woolston Home Memorial Bursary from band Righ about a year and a half ago when I decided to come back to Queens after 23 years. I was accepted into the ACE program in the educational department, and at the time, I was caring for my 5-year-old daughter who has moderate to severe disabilities. Taking her to doctor and therapy appointments was my full-time job, but I realized that to take care of her, I needed to take care of myself. And so I decided to expand my possibilities by returning to school. The women of band Righ were incredibly supportive. I came to the center almost every day. That's not a lie. The soups were quite good, and the counseling and the camaraderie was even better. Lisa and Carol are amazing, and everyone at band Righ is really great, and they help pull me through all of that hard work. With my teacher's degree, I decided to join some other dedicated women and establish a new school here in Kingston for young children with special needs called the Mosaic School. We are recently incorporated, and we've begun some PD Day programming and workshops, and are now developing an afternoon programming for young children and their parents. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank the band Righ for being part of my journey and inspiring me on the how-tos of an excellent organization. Thank you. Now I wish to acknowledge the ancestral, traditional Aboriginal territories of the Haudenosaunee and the Anishinaabe peoples on whose territory we stand. Let us bring our good minds and hearts together as one to honor and celebrate these traditional lands as a gathering place of the Creator's original peoples and ancestors. They have cared for Mother Earth since time immemorial. We acknowledge and offer our gratitude for their contributions to this community as we share this space now and into the future with respect to all. Now I'd like to invite band Righ Board of Directors member Susan Wilcox to come speak to us.
Good afternoon and welcome to this wonderful celebration. I'm so happy to be with you here today. Of course, we know that this event is centered on celebrating the achievements of our students, and that will certainly be our huge focus today. But I wanted to remind you that this is also an opportunity to celebrate the variety of relationships that inspire and encourage all of us at the band Righ Center. The special relationships that help the band Righ Center achieve its goals. And you'll see in this room today an assortment of those relationships. First of all, I want to highlight the ongoing efforts of our terrific band Righ staff, led by Carol Morrison. Secondly, I want to highlight the contribution of the band Righ Center's enthusiastic board of directors. This will be my last event, I think, as a member of the band Righ board, so I feel it's okay for me to do this. But especially including the co-chairs, current co-chairs, Erin Clough and Kathy Burke, and many of the band Righ board members are here today. wanting to meet with you. And so please do ask them who they are, what they do, and ask them about the center. We also want to highlight the increasing number of faculty members who are actively involved in the center, mentoring and guiding students in such significant ways. This is a real gift and a special kind of relationship. And of course, we must acknowledge all the donors. Many of you are here today who provide their own support and inspiration. And finally, of course, there's those relationships with family and friends. And thank you to those people who are able to join us here today. So again, just wanted to welcome everybody here to this wonderful extension of the Righ Center and that kind of warm and supportive space that we have, and celebrate all of our achievements and relationships in support of these special women. Thank you.
Thanks, Susan. Dean Ann Tierney wanted to be here today, but was called away to attend the Bader International Study Center Hertzmonceau this week. In her place, Executive Director Ellie Sadinsky will bring greetings from the Division of Student Affairs.
Thank you, Chantal. And I wanted to start by taking the opportunity to congratulate you on your graduation and on your journey at Queen's. And to thank you as well for choosing to continue your connection with the Righ Center. I want to recognize all Queen's graduates who are here today, whether you graduated recently like Chantal or myself, or whether you graduated maybe a little while ago. But thank you very much for continuing to maintain a relationship with the Righ Center. It is what makes the Righ Center such a special community and part of the broader Queen's community. The Center benefits greatly from the support of so many alumni, and as well from the support of faculty members through the faculty mentoring program, through the support of staff from across the campus, and through many times long-standing support of community members. So thank you very much for your time and talent and energy and expertise and support of the Center. This is a much anticipated opportunity for us to celebrate the achievements and success of many women students who have interacted with the Righ Center. And so on behalf of Vice Provost and Dean of Student Affairs, Ann Tierney, thank you very much for coming. Congratulations to all the award recipients. I wish you a very joyful afternoon.
Thanks, Ellie. And now for some housekeeping items. In case you're wondering where the washrooms are, just to the back here, beyond this door, there's some washrooms. And just so you know how the rest of the afternoon will flow, we will have one more speaker, and then we'll move on to the first half of the awards. There will be a brief presentation, more awards, and then about half an hour to socialize and reconnect with everyone. I would like to invite Righ Center Director Carol Morrison to come up to the microphone, please.
Just right, Chantal. Oh, this year I get to stand up straight. Usually I have to hover. So I actually wrote something out because I want to say something very specific this year. First of all, thank you all so much for coming. It's a beautiful day. There are many things you could do today, and we are thrilled that you would come and spend your day with us, or at least a part of it. So I want to, of course, we're going to celebrate the women who get awards. It's a great pleasure to do that. And I want to express my gratitude for the support we receive at the Center, which helps us to help women students, and for the privilege of sharing in the lives of the women students who use the Center, because it really is a privilege for staff members to get to do that. I was trying to think, could I say something new this year? So I went to one of my favorite authors, a 19th century author named George Eliot. George was born Marianne Evans, but she thought she would take a boy's name because she wanted to be published. But the thing she said was, our deeds determine us as much as we determine our deeds. And I think about all the positive deeds that take place in and around the Ban Righ Centre community. It's quite a collection. Each of you in this room decides what you want to do, and that becomes a part of who you are. George Eliot might say that becomes who you are. So for us, of course, we have benefactors. The benefactors provide us with necessary funds so that we can, in turn, help the women students. There are staff at the Ban Righ Centre who make a difference every day for women, and I hear that all the time. The student advisors, Lisa Webb and Jamila Abdallah, students praise them to me every single day, so they are doing very good things. And I guess I want to say that for the faculty mentoring Ellie mentioned, you know, we have women faculty mentors who share their time. These are busy professors who have lots of other things they need to get done in a day, but they'll come to the Ban Righ Centre and talk casually, informally with students, and that's enormously helpful for students because they get to feel like they belong in a different way. And finally, I guess the students. So the students, what I see how they transform their lives, they take a really something that's quite disruptive and sometimes uncomfortable, which is true learning, and they transform their lives. They dig deep and they find the strength to go on when things aren't going well, and they persevere, and they do that because they really believe in transformation, and education really does transform us. So the students are, I think, they're the reason we're here. They are the ones that are leading the way with that transformation. And recently we spoke in the lounge of the Ban Righ Centre I spoke with a couple of students. The room cleared, it was after lunch, but we were deep in conversation about this. And they were saying they see a need for the transformation to take place in every sphere of work, whether we talk about healthcare or we talk about education or we talk about law. There are so many things that need to be worked on and improved, and the women students that I was talking to were saying they want to be part of that conversation. They want to pitch in. They want to help make the future better. So that's really the main part. I think just in terms of the giving and receiving, in terms of our donors, giving and receiving are very mutual acts, and we know that that act transforms all of you as well. And we're thrilled to have you here, thrilled to be a part of it. Everyone in this community offers something and does very good deeds. So thank you all so much.
At this point, we will begin the awards presentation. I will say the name of the award, who is presenting, and who is receiving. I ask that both the presenter and the recipient come up to the microphone. The presenter will present the award to the recipient, and the recipient will step up to the microphone to say a few words. Given the time of year and the variety of program schedules and the great number of graduate degree recipients, there are a few recipients who were unable to make it today. A member of our community will read their acceptance letters on their behalf. Just so you know, all the award descriptions as well as the student biographies are in the program booklets, so you can follow along if you like. Each award is intended to honor the determination and celebrate the achievements of a woman in particular circumstances, or who studies in a particular area. Today we recognize these award recipients especially, and we commend all women students who juggle multiple roles. We will start with the Elizabeth Wallace Bursary, created by the Queen's Women's Association to honor a woman embarking on her academic journey in her first year, her first degree. The Elizabeth Wallace Bursary is presented by Righ of the Queen's Women's Association to Reshma Nuri. Reshma is in Bangladesh currently, and so her award acceptance will be read by Banry board member Julie McLaughlin. Will Ruth and Julie please come up to the front? Thanks.
On behalf of the Queen's Women's Association, it's our great honor to give Reshma Nuri this award.
Thank you so much. And I have a little bit to learn. Thank you very much. Thank you. So on behalf of Reshma, I have a few words. Hello, everyone. I am extremely sorry that I could not participate in this annual Spring Award in person. My apologies to all of you. I moved to Canada with my husband as an immigrant, and our journey to Canada was not smooth. We have gone through many ups and downs. Frustration, loneliness, and financial crisis are the biggest challenges in our life. We are trying our best to push ourselves to move forward despite those challenges. However, I'm so happy and excited that I have been awarded the Elizabeth Wallace Bursary. This award encourages me to face the challenges, and of course, it will mitigate some of our financial needs. I would like to express my gratitude to the Award Selection Committee and all of the staff and volunteers who are working with Banry. My special thanks to Lisa Webb, who helped me at different stages in this process. Thank you, Reshma.
Okay, so if I'm giving the envelope to the wrong person, the name tags are falling off, so just let me know who the presenter is. Sorry about that. Okay, the next three awards are dedicated to students in specific programs: gender studies, health sciences, and nursing. The Carol Kinnear Award was set up to honor the persistence and dedication of Carol Kinnear, Artsy 98, and today honors similar attributes in Zoya Islam. It is presented by Carol Morrison. I guess I should just read through all three. All right, well, I guess we should present the award and then I'll go to the next one. Sorry about that.
Everyone's taller than me. Hi everyone. Please forgive me for my casual attire. It's moving day. I am so incredibly grateful for the support, Banry, and the amazing women, and thank you, Carol Kinnear. This really means a lot. Thank you.
The Troop Ballantyne Award was created by Mary Ballantyne to honor her parents who placed a high value on women's education. It is intended for a woman in health sciences who demonstrates academic merit and is presented today by Mary Ballantyne to Kathleen Skivington. Kathleen was unable to be here today, so Lisa Webb will accept her award and read her acceptance letter.
I have a few words from Kathleen, who could not be here today. And she writes, I'd like to start by thanking Mary Ballantyne for her generosity in supporting me and other women before me. It is because of her and other individuals in this room today that people like myself and many of you can focus on your academic achievements instead of our financial worries. I'd first like to apologize for my absence today. I was very excited to have a chance to meet I was very excited to have the chance to meet all of you in person, but unfortunately I was unable to do so. I'd like to give just a quick example of the way this award has impacted not only my life, but the lives of others in the Kingston community. I run a tutoring company that allows Kingston students access to free or subsidized services. Before starting my master's in physiotherapy, I was a teacher, and I believe the lack of access to finances should never stand in the way of students getting extra help if they need it. So I started the tutoring company out of this idea. However, due to the financial constraints by being a student, I was faced with the possibilities of having to raise tutoring fees to help pay the bills. This would mean many of my current clients would be unable to afford my services and goes against what I fundamentally believe about education. Because of the generosity of this award, I am able to keep my tutoring services no or low cost for a bit longer. Thus, today, I'm not only thanking Mary Ballantyne for her support for myself, but for supporting those students I tutor who will still be able to access my services. Thank you.
The Diane Mackenzie Awards, created by Diane in honor of extraordinary Dean of Nursing, Dr. Jean Hill, celebrates two determined women in the School of Nursing and are presented by Diane Mackenzie to Jennifer Sloan and Alessia Papur.
Incredible generosity in providing this award to myself and my family 2 years in a row. She has been a blessing to us in so many ways. As you can see, I'm very pregnant and a busy mom of 2 toddlers. So our girl is 2.5 and our son just turned 1 last month. And my husband Derek, who he had to go for parking money to the meter, so he's not here right now. He is also in school at Queen's here, and he's pursuing a law degree, and pursuing a law degree and has 1 more year left of school. So needless to say, yeah, there's Debbie. Every moment of our day is crazy. Our hope is I hope to have enough energy, mentally and physically, to finish my final clinicals, which I'm doing right now, in order to graduate by the end of the summer. My wish is, so my wish is to become a nurse practitioner, so I can give back in a larger capacity of what I love to do, which is serve people. With our family back in Oshawa and Toronto, we have relied heavily on the generosity of amazing supporters like Ms. Mackenzie and the Banry Centre. From the bottom of our hearts, we thank God for people like them, and they understand how hard it is to accomplish even seemingly easy tasks, and do their best to accommodate us women. Many thanks again.
Hello everyone. Okay, my name is Alessa and I'm in the 2nd year of the Masters of Nursing Primary Healthcare program together with Jen. So I'll try not to cry, but I think it's coming. So the last 2 years have been incredibly difficult for me personally and academically. My mom passed away, but she knew how much I wanted to be a nurse practitioner. She believed in education, and she supported me tremendously. My sister and my dad were there for me through this all difficult time. But I also want to thank people here at Queen's who really helped me and supported me through difficult times and made me feel not alone. And they're my classmates, my professors, and of course, Ben Righ, Lisa, Carol, and everyone else. Thank you for supporting, caring environment that you provided, and having your doors open and being able to talk to you was very great. Thank you all. Thank you, Dan, Mackenzie. I'm honored to receive this award.
You have a budding MC there. It's very interesting in the microphone. Nice. Okay, the following award acknowledges the challenges associated with working towards a degree while also single-handedly parenting children, as you can see. It's challenging. The Ben Righ Foundation warmly congratulates these women who deftly juggle responsibilities. The Dorothy Matheson Parnell Bursary will be awarded this year to Morningstar Tom and Nicole Thompson. Both awards will be presented by Dorothy's daughter, Anne, but because Morningstar is unable to be here, her acceptance letter will be read by Ben Righ Center Board member Nancy Butler. Could I please ask Anne, Nicole, and Nancy to come to the front?
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the Ben Righ Center Awards Committee for acknowledging my efforts in this way. It's quite an honor. Thank you so much. And forgive me for reading, I'm a little nervous. To Dorothy Matheson Parnell for her generosity in extending this gift, as well as her incredible example of altruism and community support. I'm learning quite a bit about her from Anne, her daughter, and I'm extremely honored to receive this. I'm very grateful. I'd like to share my gratitude for Jamila, for Lisa and Carol at the Ben Righ Center, who, no matter what my emotional state when I burst through that door, they are warm and welcoming. They offer encouragement, list of resources when I need it, simply a chat, and that famous Ben Righ Center nourishing soup. Finally, to my family, my grandmother and mother, who are here with me today, who through their own examples and their unconditional support have empowered me to put my head down, get it done, believe in myself. I could not ask for more inspirational role models. Of course, my beautiful boys, Finn and Lennon, who are here. I know it hasn't been an easy year for us, and so thank you so much for your patience and understanding while I pursue these goals. I hope I can be an example for you as well. And my uncle is also here as well with his partner, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much to Ben Righ Center and everyone for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
My mother, Dorothy Parnell, is 96, and I know that she'd love to be here if she could, and she would be most proud of Nicole for all that she's doing and all her present accomplishments and her future plans and goals. Thank you.
I am reading for Morningstar Tom. Her words are, bonjour, hello. I apologize for not being able to accept this award in person, but chi miigwech, many thanks to Nancy Butler for accepting this award on my behalf. I am honored to be receiving the Dorothy Matheson Parnell Bursary for the second consecutive year.
These past 2 years with the Aboriginal Teachers Education Program have not been easy. There have been many sacrifices, tears, and sleepless nights. Several times I was faced with the question, how bad do I want it? These four amazing beings with me in this picture are my drive. With each obstacle I faced, I looked and saw that I had 4 eager sets of eyes looking back at me. I am their example. My children have had to sacrifice for me to go back to school as well. I had always been the mom who volunteered in the classroom, went to all the practices, and never missed a game. I almost don't want to admit that we had more movie nights than walks to the park because I was so tired. Needless to say, we are ready for June 2016, and I know they cannot wait to see me walk across that stage to accept my degree. I would not have made it to the end without my amazing family and friends. The support received was immeasurable. I also would like to acknowledge the Righ Foundation for continually providing support and opportunities such as this. I am forever grateful. And finally, to Mrs. Dorothy Matheson Parnell and family. Your kindness and dedication to supporting women through education is empowering. Thank you for your continued support and easing some of the financial burden of being a mature student with family obligations. Miigwech from Morning Star Tom.
Now I would like to introduce Sarah Knight. Sarah is a Reiki master and bioenergy practitioner who has volunteered at the center giving a noon hour talk, but also who has provided group and one-to-one Reiki sessions for students. She's here today to recreate a bit of that magic of those sessions and to student wellness at the BRC. Welcome, Sarah.
It's an honor to be here today. It's so heartwarming. And thank you to Righ and the great staff for inviting me here. And really, what a bunch of inspirational women. So well done to all of you that are receiving awards, and to everybody that's here showing their support. I moved to Kingston just 8 months ago, and since then I've had the pleasure of being in the Righ Centre. And as an energy therapist, I like to think I'm barely tuned into the energy of spaces and places, but I don't think you need any special training to know that there's some great energy in the Righ Centre. And when I first walked in, what I was really struck by was the feeling of just being able to breathe and just being able to be. As soon as I walked in, I think I'm pretty relaxed most of the time, but as soon as I walked in, my whole body just went, ah. And I mean, being isn't always as easy as it sounds. For many years, I worked as a scientist and an educator in a university. And so I understand what it's like to be in that environment, and I understand that in that environment, everybody has roles to play. Student, teacher, researcher, manager, man, woman, mother, daughter, whatever. We all have roles and we all know what they are. So I'd like to invite you now, we're just going to take a quiet moment to just think about who you are today. What roles did you bring with you? And how do you feel today in this moment? And look around at the faces around you and see how you feel looking at those faces and how it feels to see them looking at you. And if you'll humor me for a second, we're going to try something a little bit different in this couple of minutes that is like the intermission. So what I'd like to ask you to do is take one hand and put it right here in the center of your chest. Just right in the center. And if you have another free hand, you can put it right there on your tummy. Just on your tummy, right over your belly button. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, and I'm going to lead you through a very short little exercise. It'll only take a minute. So if you're comfortable closing your eyes, please do. And if you don't want to, that's okay. So the first thing I'd like you to do is just take notice of this hand on your chest, of the pressure of your hand against your chest, of the feeling of the rise and fall of your chest beneath your hand. Now bring your attention to your tummy, to the hand on your tummy. Again, feel the pressure of your hand there, the rise and fall of your abdomen with your breath. And I'd like to ask you to take one breath and follow that breath as you breathe in. Follow that breath down through your chest, right down into your tummy and back out again. Leave your hands where they are for a minute and gently open your eyes. And just check in again into how you're feeling and take a look at the people around you. And in this short little exercise here that's designed to connect mind to heart to body is a little bit like what the Righ does as a place. It drops you out of those roles, out of those divisions, out of those who am I supposed to be places, and into that place of just being, into that place of just being able to breathe. It's a wonderful gift to give to people, especially women that really, really need it, and maybe don't have a whole lot of time and space just to breathe and be. And I really think the world needs more resting places, just like the Righ. So thank you for joining me in this exercise. Lovely to see you all here and to be a part of it.
Wow. Thank you, Sarah. That was beautiful. And one of the many reasons that I love the Righ Center. Okay, the donors of the following two awards wanted to honor specifically mature women from immigrant families and Aboriginal students, respectively. The Righ Foundation celebrates the spirit and fortitude of these two recipients. Acknowledging the challenges associated with transitioning to a new environment and often being away from all that is familiar, the Marion C. Webb Bursary is awarded to a student who is an immigrant or the daughter of immigrants. This year, it is presented by Righ Center board member Bhavna Varma and to Kaziwa Sila Divan.
Hello, everyone. I believe the dream of succeed doesn't become true through the magic, but the hard work, determination, and dedication. This kind of event and award, for me, is like renewal of contract with determination and dedication. I have obtained many awards during my journey in life, but this one has very special meaning for me because it is for the immigrant woman, the achievement of immigrant woman. And second, because I've been nominated by women. I have many contributions to women's issue, but this is the first time I've been nominated by women. So I extend my gratitude to Righ Center and to nomination committee for providing me or offering me this award. It being a great opportunity. And very special thanks to Lisa and Carol for their generous support. Thank you very much.
The Mildred Blackadder Zonta Club Award, created to honor the volunteer work of Mildred Blackadder. Janice Hill, director of the Four Directions Aboriginal Student Center, cannot be here today to present this, so Vanessa McCourt will present on her behalf to Melissa Steyer, who shines with determination.
So, I couldn't have done this without Carol, Jamila, Vanessa, and Jen. They gave me a space to laugh about my experiences, to cry, and to refocus me, because I needed a lot of that this year. Thank you.
The Barbara Schleifer Book Prize, created in honor of past Ban Righ Center Director Barbara Schleifer. Through this book prize, the Ban Righ Foundation celebrates the pursuit of intellectual inquiry demonstrated by the recipient, Courtney Willard. The Barbara Schleifer Book Prize is presented by Jamila Abdallah.
So my name is Courtney Willard, and I'm honored to be here today. I'm thrilled to have just completed my third year as a mature female student here at Queen's University. As mature students, the challenges we face are often unique, and the choice to return to the classroom can be a difficult one. But it is a choice that I am so happy I made. The task of balancing school with work and other life commitments has been made easier for me through the support I receive from my family, friends, the community, and the Ban Righ Center. I would like to extend my most sincere appreciation to Lisa at the Ban Righ Center, along with the other staff, volunteers, and donors who give their time, support, and commitment to assist mature female students like me in their studies. I would like to especially thank Barbara Schleifer, whose dedicated work at the Ban Righ Center inspired her coworkers, family, and friends to establish the Barbara Schleifer Book Prize, which I enthusiastically accept here today. As a great lover of books and all things in print, this book prize will be used to the fullest and shared with my family and friends. Finally, I would like to thank my parents, Margaret and George Willard, for their enduring support, without which none of this would be possible. Thank you.
Janet Bilton-Holst Citation was created in memory of past student Janet Bilton-Holst, who was an exceptional community builder at the center during her time here. This citation recognizes a student who stands out each year as contributing significantly to the well-being of her fellow Ban Righ Center students. The recipient of this citation is chosen by Ban Righ Center staff and has gone out of her way on a regular basis to ensure the inclusion and comfort of others. The citation is presented by Jamila Abdallah to Jody Righ.
Thank you, Jamila. I don't usually speak in front of crowds, so bear with me if I'm a little nervous. I'm very honored to have been chosen for the Janet Milton Post Award. My name is Jody Gervais. I'm a student in the Primary Healthcare Nurse Practitioner Combined Master's Program. I began my journey in September 2014 to pursue my dream in becoming a nurse practitioner. This was a very difficult decision for me as it meant relocating my children, Olivia 8 and Jacob 18, who are the most amazing children a mother could ever have. My children have been very supportive throughout this time. Olivia has spent almost every weekend at the library with me, and she has participated as a patient for the nursing students. Olivia, thank you for all of your hugs, kisses, especially when Mommy was having a bad day, and for all of those days that you amused yourself and allowed your mom to focus on her studies. I love you very much. I faced many challenges at Queen's University as I identified as a student with a disability. On a particular difficult day in the spring of 2015, while walking down Banner Lane, I saw the sign for the Banner Center. As I walked through the doors, I noticed a lady sitting in the office. Within seconds, she instantly stood up and smiled and invited me into her office. She introduced herself. "Hi, my name is Lisa." She invited me in and then offered me a hug. I felt so comfortable. She was so genuine, caring, and she listened attentively to me. Instantly, the tears rolled down my face. I felt so safe and cared for. I will remember this day forever. We chatted for some time. She offered me soup and tea. From this day forward, the Banner staff have been there for me to support me through this journey. When I see Carol, which I frequently do, I always ask her, "Hey Carol, are you busy? Can I talk with you?" She always replies, "Nothing is more important with students here. Everything else can wait. Come on in." No matter what kind of day I am having, Carol always has the ability to make it better. She has met my daughter and my son and always makes them feel welcome and cared for. Thank you, Carol. For the endless hours you've spent with me. It never goes unnoticed. Jamila, thank you for your advice and for always being there for me and for all the lovely soup you made. I also would like to thank all of the donors that have supported the Banner and that have made it possible for the staff and the Banner to continue to do the wonderful work that they do. Thanks again, Carol, Lisa, and Jamila for believing in me and for providing me with assistance and continued support and never giving up on my abilities. Thank you.
The Helen Richards Campbell Award honors the return to school later in life and the graduation at 81 of Helen Richards Campbell. It is presented by Helen's granddaughter, Sheila Kearney, to Dilan Akchulu, who promotes the education of other girls and women and seeks to enhance the lives of others.
Actually, I'm a little excited. I would like to apologize in advance if I make any mistake. That was especially a difficult week for me. My mother was in hospital for 8 days, and for a while we didn't know what she had. It was very likely that she could have tumor in her pancreas, but thanks God, it's not. So we are still good. But life is life, and I have gone through lots of personal difficulties since I started PhD. It was totally unplanned, but life is something that you go through. You just find yourself in that situation and you try to develop different skills in order to move forward, actually. And this is what I try to do, and this is what I'm trying to do right now until I get my PhD degree from the Department of Political Studies at Queen's University. I will be extremely glad if the department will be much more supportive to international women, and in the future, hopefully, they will be more supportive to international female students, hopefully. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Ben Righ Center. This is the Women's Center, and I can't tell you how I feel lucky to have such a center on the campus. Whenever I go there, I always see that welcoming and heartwarming attitude towards me. Especially, I would like to thank Lisa. And I knew it would happen. Actually, I would like to dedicate this award to my grandma, who was a Kurdish woman from Dersim, which is a Kurdish Alevi populated area from Turkey. And I would like to read a poem in the honor of all women, all Kurdish women, including Kaziba here, who have to struggle and fight to gain their freedom. I have been a woman for a long time. Beware my smile. I am treacherous with old magic and the noon's new fairy. With all your white futures promised, I am woman and not white. Thank you for your presence, thank you for your support, and hopefully we will have a brighter future.
The Barbara Paul Memorial Award is an award intended to assist a graduating student who combines academia and family or work responsibilities in finishing her degree. This award is presented by BRC board member Nancy Butler to Layla Timori. As Layla is unable to be here today, Ben Righ Center board member Elizabeth Goodyear Grant will read her acceptance letter.
Hello everyone. Thank you very much for coming to this event. I appreciate your time for listening to my wonderful journey at Queen's University as a master's student in mining engineering. I wish I could have been able to attend this great event. I attended Queen's in September 2014 with my 7-year-old son and my husband after being away from school for almost 14 years. At the same time, my husband received admission from the geology department to continue his education in an accelerated master's degree. It was really hard for our family to settle in a new country, new city, and totally new atmosphere of study in English, since we both got our undergraduate degrees from a university in our country of origin. That transition was possible with a lot of help from Queen's University staff. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my supervisor, Mrs. Ursula Thorley, for giving me this opportunity, precious advice, and careful guidance. Your friendly supervision and patient guidance encourage me to do my best. I would really like to thank all the mining engineering staff. You have all become like family, so great, peaceful, friendly, and kind. Furthermore, I would say thank you to all staff and donors at the Van Righ Center for your support and friendship. Many thanks, Layla.
And finally, the Barbara Paul Prize is a beautiful medallion handcrafted by local goldsmith Kim Snyder and cast in sterling silver and 18-karat gold. It has been established to acknowledge and celebrate a graduating student who combines academics with family responsibilities and who has faced and overcome significant barriers. Today, it is presented by Associate Dean of Graduate Studies Kim McCauley to Valeria Lee.
The success of a student in the graduate school is strongly affected by the student-supervisor relationships. Things can go very wrong if these relationships fall apart. Unfortunately, it was my experience in the grad school. Because of the fallen relationships, after 6 years of hard work and after obtaining solid scientific results, I still could not finish my degree. I was emotionally and financially broken. I got sick, and I had to ask for help at the School of Graduate Studies. But even then, I almost lost my degree. This past year was the most difficult time in my life. However, with my family's and friends' support and Van Righ's support, I kept fighting for my degree and, what most importantly, for what I believe to be right. This week, I found out the outcome of my degree, passed. I got my doctoral degree after all, and it feels amazing. It won't be possible without support of my husband, who always stood by me. I appreciate all sacrifices he made so I can pursue my dream. I also want to thank Lisa Webb of Van Righ Center, as she was the first person who said, "I'm sorry what happened to you at Queen's." And I want to thank Associate Dean Kim McCauley, who was guiding me through this situation and who had to make difficult decisions, but who believed in me, even when I was not so sure that I could make it. Despite all the pain, I know that I have gained a lot during my time at grad school. I learned some academic skills. I experienced a thrill of sudden scientific insight. I also became stronger and more understanding of other people. All of this will stay with me forever. I hope that my story will also change Queen's University for better, maybe even just a little bit. I believe that there should be no place for bullying or academic misconduct at Queen's. I hope that future students will have better experience than I had. Thank you very much, and thank you for Van Righ Center.
I would like to offer my thanks to you for joining us in celebration today, and I invite you to stick around and spend the last half hour reconnecting with people over some refreshments. We have some coffee and tea back there, some goodies. And I ask all the recipients and presenters to please gather right now at the front hall for a group photo. And thank you all very much for coming today. It's a beautiful celebration.